The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
That one hits a single to right field. That will score. Jaroszewski and the Stars take the lead on the RBI single by Hansen to right field.
Wells fights to keep his shoulder up. And his pin.
2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalize early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason O'Malley. What a fantastic catch by Cooper Johnson.
Riddle got Andra down low. Iniger had it knocked free. Gets it back. Muscles his way in. Got it.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
Well, promises to be a good one tonight here in mid-cast Babe Ruth baseball. The two top teams right now, the unbeaten Casselton Blackstockings, who come in at 10-0 on the year, will take on the Kindred Babe Ruth Vikings. Their only loss came in a tough one that still stings a little bit, as they had a big lead, an 11-4 lead on the Casselton Blackstockings over in Casselton a little over 2 weeks ago on June 9th, and Casselton able to battle back and win that one by a score of 12-11. That's been the only blemish here for Kindred, and the Vikings have played some really good baseball here. They put up some big numbers. They've put up some double-digit numbers, and first off, a couple of wins last week as the Vikings a 4-2 victory at Valley City, and really these two teams right now 1-2 in the standings as far as mid-cast Babe Ruth baseball, and the winner would have not so much maybe clinching that number one seed, but would definitely have kind of the inside track when it comes to the number one seed for the playoffs. 7 teams, that number one seed would get a first-round bye, so this game definitely very important in that regard. The Blackstockings had a scare last week. They've had a couple of one-run games early on, talking with Coach Mark Rowe. They've had some one-run games, an 11-10 come from behind win over Hankinson on Wednesday. Had a one-run game earlier in the year, 3-2 against Valley City on June 6th. And then that 12-11 victory over the Vikings on June the 9th, as it was an 11-4 lead after 3.5 innings. Casselton 6 in the 4th and 2 in the 5th. And talking with Coach Nick Eggman of the Vikings, he says that's this level of baseball. Sometimes you can never score enough runs, or so many is sometimes too many is not enough in that regard. But they were able to battle back. 12-11 was the final score. Casselton drew 9 walks in that matchup, so should be a good pitching matchup. Keegan Peterson is on the hill for the Kindred Babe Ruth squad, for Casselton, and it will be on the mound Fisher Johnson for the Kindred Babe Ruth squad as well. So we're looking forward to this one. A beautiful night for baseball. The crowd is filling in for this one as we will take a timeout and come back with more here in our pregame report as the Kindred and Casselton players, the Blackstockings being introduced right now, and Kindred will be introduced here shortly. We'll come back with the starting lineup and batting orders on this one. Should be a lot of fun here with the Blackstockings and the Vikings. Just one loss combined between these two teams. Second matchup of the year. We'll be right back with more in a moment.
Cheyenne Septic Service is your go-to for residential and commercial pumping of your septic and holding tanks. Plus, they provide pre-sale real estate pumping and inspections. Don't buy a new home or sell your current home without it. Cheyenne Septic Service is always on call 24/7 for any emergency services that may be required at your home or business. Call 701-317-2756. Cheyenne Septic Service, a local business in Leonard, North Dakota.
You can see the Vikings taking the field right now. Fisher Johnson will be on the mound for the Kindred Babe Ruth squad. Looking back at the first matchup between these teams, Johnson started against the Blackstockings, went 3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Got a no decision in that matchup. This will be the first time this year that the Vikings will see Keegan Peterson on the mound. There were 4 different pitchers that the Vikings faced against the Blackstockings back on June the 9th. As there you see the Vikings taking the field. We'll have our national anthem coming up. We'll take one more final timeout. Starting lineups and first pitch just moments away here on Magnitude.
Hey, it's Mike with Magnitude Sports. Check out this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. It's owned and operated by a family in Bismarck, North Dakota that I've known for over 2 decades. Kids have grown up into fine young men, and during their high school careers, some of them even played games that were broadcast on Magnitude Sports. If you like hunting, fishing, general outdoor life, sunrise, sunset, everything hunting and fishing related, dogs, hunting dogs, they're the best. Then check out the channel and show them some love. Go to Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe to them today.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Starting lineup, the batting order here for the Casselton Black Stockings, coached by Mark Rowe and Max Cobbervig. Went to state last year, one of the final 4 teams in state Class B for Babe Ruth. They'll go with Jack Everson leading off at shortstop. Batting second will be the catcher Grayson Lewis. Batting third and pitching will be Keegan Peterson. Batting fourth in left field, Easton Holland. Batting fifth, third baseman Cade Lindstrom. Batting sixth in center field, Colton Crochet. Batting seventh, the extra hitter, Parker Wixo. Braden Klein will hit eighth and play at first base. Ryan Osmondstead will play in right field and hit ninth. And with the extra hitter, they'll bat 10. Brody Kegley will hit 10th, and he is at second base. Defensively for the Kindred Babe Ruth Vikings, Fisher Johnson, a second appearance against the Black Stockings on the hill. Graham Hess is behind the plate. And around the infield, Sawyer Hess at third. Tyler Gronwald is at shortstop. Gabe Iverson at second. Luke Starcevic is at first. And in the outfield, Carson Getty in left. Brady Baumgarten in center. Gabe Whipple is in right field. Rest of the schedule here for Kindred coming up. It's a busy week. They'll be home for both Legion and Babe Ruth. Awfully busy this week. The B team taking on Gardner for the second time in less than a week up at Northern Cass School tonight. Hankinson will be here on Wednesday, and then, actually that's for the Black Stockings, beg your pardon. They will take on Hankinson at Casselton on Wednesday, and then home to Northern Cass on Friday. Meantime, for the Kindred Mid-Cass Babe Ruth squad, they're at Enderlin on Thursday. Home game with Hankinson on the 5th, at Northern Cass on the 7th, and the playoffs will begin on the 10th. So we're about 2 weeks away from the start of the postseason. The district tournament will be held at Hendrickson Field in Enderlin. The state tournament is up in Park River. So should be, it's going to be a fun time. We're less than a month away for tournaments at all level of baseball, be it Babe Ruth or Legion, Class B, A, and AA. So certainly a lot of fun for that. So Casselton steps up here in the top of the first inning. Jack Everson, the shortstop, will lead things off here in this one. First pitch just before 6 p.m., and it's delivered for a strike, and it is 0-1. I mentioned Casselton got a scare from Hankinson last week, had to rally for a victory. Johnson comes back and deals fouled away in 2 strikes. They won the non-counter 9-2, but in that first game in Hankinson, they were trailing 9-2 after 2 innings. Kind of very similar to the win they had to come from behind when we had the battle back by multiple runs late. Pop foul out of play and still 2 strikes to Jack Everson. At this level of baseball, you just never know. A walk here, an error here, a hit by pitch here, and one run can turn into two, two can turn into four. You just never know from time to time. Jack Everson 1 for 2, 3 runs scored on that win over Hankinson. They'll pop up to short, and it's caught there for the first out. Caught it short by Gronwald, and there's one away here in the top of inning number 1. Grayson Lewis, the catcher, at the plate. Catcher wears number 1. So you just want your pitchers to throw strikes. That's just the first thing. And so you don't want to start giving free passes and things like that. If they're going to get on, make them earn it. Up high for ball 1 to Lewis. Boy, beautiful night. We'll get game time temp here in just a moment as Johnson deals. And Lewis stares at a strike, and it's 1-1 the count. .82 at first pitch. Field in good shape. Definitely welcomed the rain this weekend. Outside 2-1. Casselton was going to host their Diamond Days Babe Ruth tournament, and they never got a game in. It rained Friday and pretty much wiped it out through the weekend as Lewis pops it foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count here in the top of the first. We're scheduled to have a number of teams in. Valley City, DGF, Lisbon, among others. That's chopped foul. It's one thing this year. Lisbon moved out of District 7. They were pushed out west, as was Gwinner. And Fairmount playing an independent schedule, so 10 teams in this District 7. Is all the way down to 7 as Lewis got grazed in the shoulder by that pitch. So Lewis hit by a pitch, and he went out base runner for the Blackstockings. Keegan Peterson will step up. Pitcher wears number 7. And we'll have a runner coming in at first for Casselton. So a runner here for the Kraft will run at first. Wyatt Kraft to run for Casselton. Peterson 2 for 4, a RBI and a run scored in their win over Hankinson. They had scored 9 runs total in the final 5 innings of batting, including 3 in the 7th to take the lead. There's a strike, 0-1. Pitch is a strike. The throw down to second, and just in time, just in there safely, I should say. It is 2 strikes the count. It is a stolen base, and it is 2 strikes the count. And the delivery is strike 3. Got him lucky. So 2 down. Got ahead, and I don't know if he was sitting on a fastball or what it was, but Peterson caught looking. And there's 2 down here at the top of the first inning. So a runner at second. That'll bring up Easton Holland, who lines one into right center. That is down for a base hit. Runner will come around. Kraft will score. The throw comes all the way through, and Holland holds up at first. It's an RBI single. And Casselton grabs the lead here at 1-0. So first pitch swing, an RBI single for Holland, and it is a 1-0 advantage there and a solid base knock. So aggressive approach came right ahead of it and delivered an RBI single for the early lead. Holland, who knocked in 4 against Hankinson last week. That'll bring up Cade Lindstrom, the third baseman. And a strike at the belt. 0-1. 1-0 on the Express Lane scoreboard. That's just a long foul ball away here from the ballpark. Throw to first and the runner back. Appreciate all our sponsors making our broadcast possible. Between Babe Ruth and, well, they had some of the younger players on this weekend. Fun to see that outside, 1-1. Busy week for Josh and the Legion team. Of course, Nick Eggman helping coach there. Nick Eggman's going to come out for a visit, and this is going to be a one-on-one discussion between Nick Eggman and Fisher Johnson. 1-1 the count. I talked with Nick before the game. He says between coaching this and helping out with the Legion squad, it's busy. There's a lot going on. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 16 pitches already in the inning here for Fisher Johnson. Outfield off the line and left is Getty. How we see that? Ooh, got him in the back. Lindstrom hit by a pitch. So the second hit batter of the inning. The first one turned into a run. So 2 on, 2 away. That'll bring up Colton Crochet. Left-handed hitting center fielder, wears number 12. Crochet, a hit, a walk, a run, and a run batted in last week. It was on Wednesday at Hankinson. Black Stockings 13 hits in that game. There's a strike. 0-1. So 1 in, and Black Stockings threatening for more. 2 down here in the top of inning number 1. Foul. That one I think got the umpire. I glanced off the catcher, but I believe the home plate umpire got the brunt of that foul tip, and 2 strikes the count. If you got a mask, even you've got padding underneath the umpire clothing. Sometimes you get one in the shoulder or in the arm, and you can't cover everything. 2 strikes the count. Play behind the runner at first with 2 down. Johnson rocks and fires and foul back. 2 strikes the count, and that's your Johnson and Kindred here. You just got to do some damage control. Got to try and keep the damage at 1. There's still a lot of game to be had. 2 strikes. Here's a set in the delivery. Popped up. Should be playable, and it will be. Third base side for Sawyer Hess behind the bag. And he'll squeeze it, and that'll end the inning. Oh, wait a minute. I thought that was the 3rd out. What exactly happened? I thought the catch was made. Now the umpires are going to call time. I thought that was the 3rd out. The catch was made. Did he drop it? Okay, well, now they're going to say he caught it. So the catch was made, and then on the transfer from glove to hand, the 3rd out is recorded. So, well, you had to check just in case, but the 2 umpires confirmed. Now Mark Rose is going to come out and have a discussion with both the umpires, but looks like the call will stand. So just 1 for the Black Stockings here in the top of the 1st inning. They strand a pair, and it's 1-0. Take a break. Be back with more on Magnitude Sports in a moment.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
So a little bit of little drama there as Hess made that catch behind 3rd, and then I was going to mark it in my scorebook, and all of a sudden I heard the commotion, but The catch was made. The ball was mishandled after the transfer, so the correct call made there. Outside ball one to Fisher Johnson, leading things off in pitching here for Kindred. Tyler Gronwald hitting second at shortstop. Sawyer Hess batting third at third base. Peterson deals. It's away in 2-0. Luke Starcevic hitting fourth at first base. Batting fifth and catching Graham Hess. Carson Getty hitting sixth in left field. Max Bernier, the DH, hitting seventh. DHing for Gabe Iverson at second base. Ball three. Missing outside again, and it's 3-0. Gabe Whipple batting eighth in right field. Brady Baumgarten hitting ninth, and he is in center field. We'll set the Black Stockings defense in a moment to get me over strike, and it's 3-1. Nice win for Kindred last week at Valley City. They're right now probably in that number 3 spot in the standings. Fly ball to left over towards the line, reaching out, making the catch is Holland in left for out number 1. So nice job there by Peterson, falling behind 3-0, but able to coax a fly ball out for the first out. Tyler Gronwald, the batter. Shortstop wears number 5 defensively for the Black Stockings. Grayson Lewis catching tonight. And the delivery in the dirt and a good block. And ball 1. Lindstrom's at third. Jack Everson at shortstop. Kegley's at second. Klein at first. Easton Holland in left. Colton Cruchet in center. Ryan Osmondstad in right for the Black Stockings. Inside 2-0 the counts. 7 pitches, 5 out of the zone here for Peterson. A couple of those have just been off the plate. And the delivery. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. 1-0 Casselton. Couple of hit batsmen and RBI single for the game's first run. Ground ball. Charging it short. Everson fields cleanly and fires on to first in time. There's 2 out. Nice job, Everson there. Didn't kind of get overzealous. Just calmly charged that ball, and I knew he had enough time and strike on to first. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Sawyer Hess, the batter, swings and fouls one to the screen for strike 1. Well, the Hess boys had a fine day at the plate last week in that win over Valley City. Here's the set of the pitch. Changing speeds and misses. It is 1-1 the count. They did most of the offensive damage in that win at Valley early last week. Here's the 1-1. Up high, 2 balls and 1 strike. The count with Starcevic on deck. A 4-2 win last Monday as Peterson deals. That one popped up straight up the chute. Who would like it? It'll be Lindstrom, called off by Everson, and squeezes it for the 3rd out. And a 1-2-3 inning on 13 pitches. And the side retired. 3 up, 3 down, 1-0 in favor of the Black Stockings after 1. We'll be back in just a moment.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
say the bottom third. They're actually hitting 10. There's a line drive by Parker Wixo. That's a base hit. Solid base knock there, just out of the reach of Gronwald at shortstop. So Wixo first pitch swinging, a base hit. The second hit now for the Black Stockings. Braden Klein, the batter. Braden Klein 1 for 4, run batted in against Hankinson last week. I mentioned they were down 9-2 after 2 innings of play at Hankinson. 2 in the third, 1 each in the fourth and fifth, 2 in the sixth, 3 in the seventh. A bunt attempt foul, and it is strike 1, the count. Camera work, well done by Jack Packer. Fresh off the Shrine Bowl appearance in a game that stopped and started a whole bunch of times because of the weather. We appreciated the rain, but that turned into that was kind of a mess. But the 11-man E squad, Mason Nipstead and Jack and Trey Heinrich representing the East very well. You'd expect nothing less. Strike 3, got him looking. So Klein caught looking, one away. Second strikeout for Fisher Johnson. He is at 25 pitches now. And there's one away. Ryan Osmondstead, the right fielder at the plate now for the Black Stockings. Slowly hit to third, flip to second, goes wide. That goes into center field. Runner will head to third. The throw to third is not in time, so it'll be runners on the corners with 1 out. Sawyer Hess tried to get the lead runner, and the throw wide of second into center field. So Wixo reaching third. Osmondstead, fielder's choice, and an error 5. So the first Vikings error, and chance here for Casselton to add on. And if you're Fisher Johnson, you just got to shake that off. Again, you got to do like you did in the first. Got to do a little damage control now. Brody Kegley to hit. Fouled away in strike 1. So you wonder. Strike 1, bottom of the order up here. Is it too early for a squeeze play? We'll see as Wixo at third.
Never know, Sawyer.
And Osmondstead at first. Infield's back, and Starcevic is holding on with the runner at first. And said he wonder if it's that early in the game for that runner from first. Goes, throw, goes all the way through. They got a chance to get him, and they got him for the out. That was well done by the Vikings there. They let that run through. And Osmondstead gunned down. So a runner at third and 2 down. 2 strikes the count. Chopper over the mound. Going to be a tough play near the bag and no play. It's an infield hit and a run across to make it 2-0. And an infield hit for Kegley. So a run batted in. That's the tapper over the mound. Gronwald got to it, had to try and work his way around the bag. Another 2-out hit for a run. Black Stockings with a 2-0 advantage. Top of the order now in Jack Everson. And the pitch. That one is looped out to left, and that'll fall for a base hit. Charging Getty, and runner will check in at second. So Jack Everson dumps a single to left. Another 2-out hit. Kegley to second now. Third hit. Actually, that should be the 4th hit. Has 3 hits in the inning. That'll bring up Grayson Lewis. Hit by a pitch. Kraft came in to run for him, and he lines one to right for a base hit. And this could be extra bases. 1 run to score. Everson's at third as Lewis will check in at first with an RBI single. Another 2-out hit. And it's now 3-0 Black Stockings. Nice job there by Lewis, able to just kind of wait back on it, serve one into right for a base hit. Scoring Kegley. Everson to third. Was Whipple able to get to it at first? I thought they might have an opportunity for extra bases, but runners now at first and third, 2 out. All 3 runs have scored courtesy of 2-out hits. 3 consecutive 2-out hits, and the caught stealing earlier in the inning really looks big at this point. Johnson sets and deals. In on his hands, really a good pitch there as Peterson able to fight that off, and a foul for strike 1. That was really a good pitch as he came in on his hands, and that's not a whole lot that the batter is going to be able to do with that. Peterson, a strikeout victim, back of the first inning. Off the handles and a little jam shot to the mound, and that'll end the inning. And he got right in the kitchen and jammed him, and that'll end the inning. Casselton adds a pair here in the second, leads 3-0. Take a break, be right back.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Luke Starcevic to lead things off for Kindred. Ball 1 from Peterson on his 14th pitch. It's only 12 pitches in that inning for Fisher Johnson. He faced 7 batters, but Blackstocking's aggressive early in counts. And it's now 2-0. Starcevic, Graham Hess, Carson Getty scheduled hitters for Kindred. The blue and white, a little bit of black on those jerseys. And 3-0. So for Keegan Peterson, this is starting how the bottom of the first did, where he fell behind Fisher Johnson 3-0, but was able to work around it, get it out. Try and do the same thing here. Strike, 3-1. So a couple of earned runs for Casselton in the top of the second. They have 5 hits, and 2-out hitting has been a theme early on for the unbeaten Blackstockings. There's a leadoff walk. So Starcevic with a leadoff walk. Graham Hess the batter. As I mentioned, Sawyer and Graham Hess last Monday. The win at Valley City each had 3 hits. Hess had 2 doubles. Sawyer had 2 doubles. Graham 3 hits, a run scored. And a run batted in. And Graham at the plate right now. Throw to first. And the runner back. Not a ton of wind. Just a very comfortable night. That rain did certainly help the Diamond here outside in ball 1. Falling behind early in counts is something you can work around for a while, but certainly don't want to make it habit. Starcevic, another half step on that lead from first. It's 2-0. Throw back to first and came back in standing up.
Get back, Nines. Right away.
Double played up the middle with Kegley and Jack Everson. And look at Jack. Turn the right of your screen. Strike call. Letter high strike, and it's 2-1 now to Graham Hess. Sawyer and Graham each had 3 hits against Valley City. Fisher Johnson had 2 with a run scored. Brock Johnson and Max Bernier RBIs. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove. Osmondstad, or make it Kegley, shovels it to first and safe. Infield hit. Nice play by Kegley at second. It went off the glove of Peterson, kind of careened away from the second baseman, and he did just about all he could on that one. He'll shovel past to first, not nearly in time. 2 on, nobody out for Carson Getty. He'll show bunt. Drops it down, third base line, and an infield hit to load him up. Lindstrom didn't charge it. Pitcher couldn't get to it. And a bunt single, and Getty, I was likely to do that in a how-to manual. That was right down the third base line, and well done. So a little bit of small ball here to load him up for the Vikings. Bunt single, infield hit, and a walk has filled him up with nobody out. And Max Kobervig, assistant out for a visit with his team, and you know that's how you have to do it. You don't, especially at this level. You're not going to outslug teams like this, so you got to generate offense a variety of ways, and the Vikings trying to do so here. 11-3 win last week over Lidgerwood for Kindred. Scored in 5 of their 7 innings of batting. Fisher Johnson, 2 hits, 4 runs batted in. He had a triple. Two hits for Gronwald and an RBI. Brock Johnson had a nice game at the plate. Couple of hits and 2 runs batted in. He had 9 total, threw 7 walks, so definitely had their share of base runners. Bases full, nobody out. Called strike. To Max Bernier, the DH. He's DHing for Iverson. Defensively for Klein, he is into the grass at first for Casselton. Ground ball headed Klein's direction. Goes to the plate, throws one bounce, gets away. That goes to the box, backstop, 1 run in, and a second run will score. 3-2. Third and second now as trail base runners got an extra base on the error, so it's a fielder's choice. And an error 3 on the throw. As Starcevic and Graham Hespo score. It's a 3-2 game now. Second and third, nobody out. And the first pitch is outside, ball 1 to Gabe Whipple. Right fielder wears number 21. They are going to give an infield hit on that and the error. And he is hit by the pitch. So Whipple is hit by the pitch, and that will reload the bases. That fills first. And Brady Baumgarten, the number 9 batter, to the plate. So a infield single should give Bernier 1 RBI in that case. Second scores in the air, and that allowed the trailing base runners to get an extra base as well. Baumgarten, the batter. Ground ball. That's past Klein into right. That's a base hit. That'll score 1, and everybody else moves up 1. It's a tie game at 3. So Baumgarten with a smash just out of the reach of Klein for a base hit. Still nobody out in this bottom of the second inning. Getty scores. Bernier to third. Whipple to second. And the delivery here is popped up. Johnson pops it up. Foul ground. And caught for the out. So Johnson, a little indecisive on that swing and a pop-up. Lindstrom the catch. And an out the Black Stockings needed. They get 1. Still some work to do for them. 3 on, 1 out. And ball 1 to Gronwald. Gronwald to shorten his first at bat. So the Black Stockings will move the infield in the second. Nice backhanded stop there. Well done by Lewis, and it's ball 2. Outfield for Casselton off the line, and left is Holland. And about medium deep. Ball 3. Looking back at the first matchup where Kindred really did their damage, they had all 11 runs in the first 4 innings. There's a bases loaded walk here that will bring home a run. Bernier across, bases loaded walk, and a run batted in for Gronwald, and it's now 4-3 Kindred. Ninth batter of the inning, and Sawyer Hess. And the pitch. Foul off of Hess in the batter's box, and strike 1. Infield remains in for the Black Stockings. And the delivery. Changing speeds. Look like a breaking pitch on that one as the batter Hess bailed out on it and it dropped over for a strike. Changing speeds. And 2 strikes. Tried it again. This one misses high. 1-2. 325 down the left field line. 348 to straightaway center. And 302 down the right field line here. The dimensions at the ballpark in Kindred. Strike 3, got him looking. Good pitch in the inside corner. And there's 2 down.
Peterson gets strikeout number 1. Second out of the inning. Brings up number 99, first baseman, Luke Starcer.
So 2 away. First strikeout for Peterson. Starcevic hitting for the second time of the inning. Started all this with a leadoff walk. Little looper out to short, and Everson will make the catch, and that will end the inning. Nice crooked number for the Vikings, however. They score 4 and lead 4-3 after 2. Active first 2 innings. We're back with more in just a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Thing that came from the Kindred dugout, telling Fisher Johnson shut down inning. As Kindred has rallied for the lead, it's 4-3. Correct the totals, 3-5-1 for the Black Stockings, 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error for the Vikings. Fouled away, and quickly 2 strikes. Easton Holland delivered an RBI single where Casselton's done their damage with 2 out hitting. Kindred strung together kind of a whole smorgasbord of plays to get 4 in the delivery. Ooh, just missed. Just outside 1-2. You could make your living out there, and you'd probably be all right if you're Fisher Johnson. That was just off the plate. 1-2. There it was, strike 3. Went right back there at the knees, and Holland has caught window shopping for the first out. Fisher Johnson has his 3rd strikeout. 37 pitches through 2 1/3. Cade Lindstrom will hit. Outside ball 1. Right now, these 2 teams 1-2 in the District 7 standings. Valley City sitting at number 3 spot. They have played both teams very tight, but have fallen short in their games. Casselton won by a run early in the season, opening week of the season against Valley City. Strike two. I believe they have one more game left with them. Check that schedule when you get a moment. I believe they do anyway. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. And there are 4 teams in that 7-team district: Northern Cass, Lidgerwood, Hankinson, and Enderlin. And jostling for position with those 4. Hankinson, they played Central Cass very tough, as we mentioned earlier. His job to fight that off by Lindstrom, and a little dribbler foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We good over there, Jack? Thumbs up. 1-2. And Johnson deals. Fouled away again. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Run of the first for the Black Stockings. 2 on the second, and Vikings with 4. A 4-3 lead. And the pitch. Ooh, fastball. Spun him away, buzzed the tower, and it's 2-2. I know that loss kind of stuck in the craw of these guys in Casselton. 1, because it's Casselton, and 2, they had a big lead that they weren't able to finish the deal. They had 10 hits against Black Stockings pitching first time around. 4 different pitchers. Jack Everson went the final 2 innings and kind of settled things down for Casselton. Johnson, Starcevic, and Gronwald pitch for Kindred. Another foul at the plate. Boy, what a lengthy at-bat we've had here. 3 balls and 2 strikes the count. At least 7 pitches. Actually, more than that. Just counting them up here. 9 pitches in this at-bat, and we do not have a winner at this point. 3-2. I'll try it one more time. Tapper foul. We'll try it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. A few clouds have rolled in, but still a pleasant night. 2 very good Babe Ruth baseball teams. A combined 21-1 between the 2. Struck him out. Went up the ladder and 2 down.
Number 4 for Johnson. Second out of the inning brings the number 12, center fielder Colton Cachet.
Count up the pitches again. I had 11 pitches in that plate appearance, and
finish the inning.
Johnson getting Lindstrom. Colton Cruchet popped to third in his first time at the plate.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
Missed in, ball 1. Even the pitches he's missed, he's missing just off the corner. 1-0 the count. And the delivery. Outside for ball 2. He's at 50 pitches right now. I think ideally you'd like to see him, see if you can get him through 4, maybe into the 5th if you're Nick Eggman. Outside, 3-0. I think got the take side. Look at a marker over there, and I'm thinking Crochet might be staring at 1, if not 2, if needed. And there's 1. Strike inside corner and 3-1. Like the umpire strike zone here. It's been a generous strike zone and a fair strike zone. 3-1. In the air, right center. Whipple chasing it, still chasing into right center, and flags it down. Avoids his teammate Baumgartner out there in center. So maybe a moment there of a little frightening, but got the job done. Made the catch. Shutdown inning for Fisher Johnson. Sets down the Black Stockings in order. 3 up, 3 down. 4-3 Kindred after 2.5. We'll be right back.
Cheyenne Septic Service is your go-to for residential and commercial pumping of your septic and holding tanks. Plus, they provide pre-sale real estate pumping and inspection. Don't buy a new home or sell your current home without it. Cheyenne Septic Service is always on call 24/7 for any emergency services that may be required at your home or business. Call 701-317-2756. Cheyenne Septic Service, a local business in Leonard, North Dakota.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Two strikes here early to Sawyer Hess. 4-3 Kindred in the dirt, 1-2 the count. Sawyer Hess has popped to third and struck out. And it's 1-2. The case was for Fisher Johnson. Peterson needs a shutdown inning here, and it's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Starcevic and Graham Hess will follow. This is Graham here. Swing and a miss. Here's Graham Hess. Correction on that. And it's a strikeout. And there's 1 out. So Graham Hess down on strikes. Carson Getty to hit. And ball 1. So Graham Hess singled infield hit. Strikes out for the first out. Getty had a bunt single. Terrific bunt down the third base line and striking a check swing. 1-1 the count. So 4 hits in that inning. Hess, Getty had a bunt single. Inside, that nearly hit him. 2-1. Grady Baumgarten a sharp single into right. That brought home a run. Bases loaded, walk to Gronwald for another as Getty went too far in that swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Drive 727.
I'll try and protect the plate, put it in play somewhere. And the delivery. Line drive to center, and that is down for a hit. Crochet, a nice job to cut it off in fairly deep left center field. And Getty. Nice job on 2 strikes. Able to drive one into left center. Hit number 5 now for the Vikings. And Max Bernier will hit. Infield hit. Run batted in. Second run scored on an error. Back in the second. Throw to first. And the runner back. Five hits for each team now. Runners moving. Pitch is a strike. Throw is right on target and safe. Close play. Strong throw by Grayson Lewis and a bang-bang play. Safe at second was Getty. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss. So Bernier 2 strikes. Peterson sets and deals. Missed away. 1-2 the count. Peterson got the final 2 outs. And that come from behind 11-10 win for Casselton over Hankinson last Wednesday. Pop foul. We will try it once more. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wixo started, got roughed up, got just 1 out. 4 walks, 6 runs. Jack Everson, 6 innings, 11 strikeouts. He picked up the win in relief. Peterson ended up with a save. Outside. Tried a breaking pitch, see if he could clip the outside corner and just missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kegley keeping an eye on the runner at second. That is into right center and down for a base hit. Getty rounding third. He will come in to score. The throw comes all the way through to the plate. Bounces away, backed up by Peterson. And the runners trade places. RBI single, it's 5-3. So a 5-3 Black Stockings lead. Max Bernier with an RBI single. Casselton throwing all the way through that time, and once that came through, you could hear, even up here, the guys saying, get to second. They did. They get the extra base. Gabe Whipple takes ball one. And the delivery. Ball two. That's one of those that if you probably wanted to have that back, you maybe just throw it back into the infield, concede the run, and keep that runner at first base. You live and learn. 2-0 the count. Whipple hit by a pitch in the second. That's lined to right. That's down for a base hit. One bounce to Osmondstead and right, and everybody will get one base. Whipple an RBI single. So kudos to the bottom of the order here for Kindred. Bernier a couple of hits. Whipple's been on twice. Baumgarten had an RBI single in his first at bat. And Getty in that 6-hole pair of base hits. That's been something that hasn't just tonight. Looking at box scores and looking at some of the previous games for Kindred, that's been a theme. Runner from first goes, they will throw all the way through it. It is over the second baseman's head. Everson fires back to third. And the runner there, Bernier, gets back safely. Strike one the count. See how the Black Stockings play this. They'll keep the infield back for now, although they are moving up a few steps, not all the way in. Strike called, 0-2.
Put it in play, 10.
So 2 strikes. Baumgarten's got to be protecting all that plate. Now the infield in, not all the way. Strike 3, got him looking. Peterson has his 3rd strikeout of the game. Quite an opportune time for that. 2-way. Fisher Johnson. Slide to left and pop to third in the delivery. Swing and a miss. 1 strike. This is a key batter here for Peterson. Base hit here could lead to 1, maybe a pair of runs here in the 3rd. Trying to add that lead, add on for the Vikings.
Turn your head out there at second.
1-1.
Follow the ball. Talk to him, Jeremiah.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Can't jog back to second.
Bernier at third, Whipple at second with 2 down. 1 in. Kindred threatening for more, up by 2 here in the 3rd. Fly ball left center field, into the gap, long run, and a nice catch in deep left center field. Easton Holland saved 2 runs. A great grab. Crochet wasn't going to be able to get there, and Holland reaching out and makes the catch. The Vikings get 1 and robbed of a couple in the 3rd. They lead 5-3 after 3. We'll come back to Kindred in just a moment on Magnitude Sports.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
For your remodeling and service needs on residential or commercial water heaters, sewers, drain cleaning, floor heating, and more, contact DJ's Plumbing and Heating in Casselton. The team at DJ's Plumbing and Heating has over 43 years of experience and is an officially licensed master plumber. DJ's Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call today at 701-347-5253 or visit them in person at 1002 Front Street in Casselton.
Twenty-four to 4 yesterday. Yeah, they just, after that kid at that grand slam, they just took off. Got the College World Series going on. That's the third and deciding game there. Twins and the Braves playing. Minnesota leads 1-0 there in the second. That will be a tough series for Minnesota, although they've got two of their big guns on the mound, and Sonny Gray and Joe Ryan going. Here, 5-3. And you see the totals, three runs, 5 hits in an error for the Black Stockings, 5 runs, 7 hits in an error for the Vikings, and heck of a grab by Holland as that looked like it was going to be down for a hit, maybe extra bases for Fisher Johnson, and Holland a great grab. Remember that one later in the ball game. Ball one here. Parker Wixo, first pitch swinging, singled and scored back in the second inning. So Casselton had a 3-0 lead after an inning and a half, 5 unanswered here for the Vikings. Fisher Johnson swinging a ground ball out to short. Booted at short, Grunwald picks it up and throw to first. Not nearly in time. Runners on. It'll be an error. Second Kindred error. That bobble at first was just enough as they'll move Grunwald in a couple of steps at short. Braden Klein shows bunt, pops off the bunt. It'll drop in fair territory. Johnson slips. Everybody's safe. Runner's going to try for third. He's caught between second and third. The throw goes to third, and that will allow Wixo to scamper back to second base. Klein popped up the bunt. Johnson went to pick it up, not quite halfway up the line, and then slipped. It's a bunt single on that one. And the delivery, foul at the plate by Osmondstead. And one strike, Osmondstead. Fielder's choice, got caught stealing. They threw through with runners on the corners. And Graham Hess gunned him down back in the second. And the delivery. Downstairs, 1-1 the count. Think about that. Casselton got 2 and had a runner gunned down for the second out. They had a chance maybe to get another run or two in that second inning. That was a big guy to get. Off-speed delivery in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Fisher Johnson right now as he works in the 4th inning. 3 innings plus 59 pitches. That total number. And 2-1 make it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. To Osmondstead, Kegley on deck. Casselton with the extra hitter. 10 in their batting order for this one tonight. And the delivery. There's ball 4. They are loaded up with nobody out. Kegley an RBI single in his first at bat. In at the corners. Back up the middle. They would swap 2 runs for an out if they could get the chance. Strike 1, outside corner to Kegley, and 0-1. So the left-handed hitters, Holland 1, Kegley 1. You can see those corner infielders in, swing and a miss.
Take care of him.
Chased on that one and 2 strikes. Talking with Mark Rowe before the game, he says they team a little bit different than last year where maybe got a little more power in the lineup, outside 1 and 2, where last year they were very aggressive. They'd get guys on base and they would not waste time to start moving guys, putting guys in motion, hit and run, stealing bases. 1-2 of the pitch. That is looped out back of short. That's going to fall for a base hit. Runners had to wait for that one to go through, and 1 base each. It's a 5-4 game, and good piece of hitting on 2 strikes there by Kegley. The number 10 batter in the order is 2 for 2 with a pair of runs batted in. So Wixel home, Klein to third, Osmondstead to second. Still nobody out, top of the order now. And Jack Everson. Tardy in a fastball there and strike one. And the delivery. That one popped up. Infield fly rules called. Batter is automatically out. The catch secured by Sawyer Hess for out number one. So they get a dangerous batter in Everson for the first out.
First out brings up number 1, catcher Grayson Lewis.
Here's Grayson Lewis. And the delivery, pop foul. Out of play for strike one, hit by a pitch. Kraft came in to run for him, scored in the first, and then an RBI single for Lewis in the second.
Are we in close enough to turn 2 here?
Gronwald going to move a couple of steps to his left, instructed from the dugout. Low it away, and a 1-1 count. Base runners for the Blackstockings, Klein at third, Osmondstead at second, and Kegley at first. Fisher Johnson trying to work out of trouble. Swinging a foul. That went up in the zone, and good pitch to try and turn and burn on there for Lewis, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield in, shallow in center, outside, and real nice backhanded stop there by Graham Hess. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Both catchers, Lewis and Hess, have done a nice job behind the plate tonight in this one. 2-2. Tapper off the plate, and that will spin foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Look at the outfield alignment for Kindred. You can see where Getty is located in left. Baumgarten maybe a couple of steps into left center. It's about shallow to medium depth. 2-2. Out in front of it, ground ball to deep short. Gronwald will go the short way to second. Throw gets past the second baseman and into right field. That's going to score a pair of runs. And the Blackstockings have the lead back. It is 6-5 Casselton. On an error.
Scores 2.
Fielder's choice. Error 6 on the throw. It scores Klein and Osmondstead. Kraft is going to run at first base for Casselton. Kegley's at third. Kraft at first, as we mentioned, as the batter, Keegan Peterson. Wasn't going to be hard enough to get 2 outs, but they tried to get the runner at second to see if they could get 1. That was about the only out they had a chance to get. Strike 1. Keegan Peterson 0 for 2. Little jam shot. Soft line drive back to the pitcher. In his last at bat. Throw back to first. Had him leading and able to lunge back. 7 hits for each team now, and a couple of errors in the inning here for Kindred have certainly been in play. Here's the 0-1. That one got him. That'll reload the bases. Peterson hit by the pitch. And out will come Nick Eggman as that'll get Graff to second. He is at 75 pitches right now as Fisher Johnson. He went 3 innings in the first outing he had against the Blackstockings this year, and right now at 3 1/3, and he has hit a little bit of the wall here in the 4th inning as Blackstockings have come back to take the lead and threatening for more. I think this is a conversation not just for pitcher and catcher. I think this is just kind of for everybody. Is a couple of errors in the inning, and now with the bases reloaded, curious to see how they will play the infield here for the Vikings. As mentioned, it's going to be a busy week for Babe Ruth, but especially Legion team. Josh's Legion team going to be very busy as well as they some very key games in a very competitive Class A East region with be the Jack for the Post 2 Bombers. Bombers off to a nice season. Home here Wednesday against the Post 400 Astros. That'll be right here on Magnitude Sports. West Fargo Vets on Friday as well. We'll get that score updated for you. 6-5. Easton Holland, 1 for 2, singled in a run back of the first. Foul off the mask of Graham Hess. And strike one. Starcivic in at first, even with the bag Sawyer Hess. Late swing and a foul, 2 strikes. Really impressed with players on both teams here. Just fight off pitches. An 11 pitch at bat Lindstrom had. Johnson eventually struck him out, but we saw Getty do that with a 2-strike hit. 2-strike pitch. Got him with a strikeout. Just blew a fastball by him there. It was go ahead, hit it. Really challenged him and won that time around. So Fisher Johnson a strikeout. Bases full, 2 out for Lindstrom. He is the 9th batter of the inning. Ball 1 here. Hit by a pitch in the first, struck out in the third. So 3 in for the Black Stockings. They have clogged up the bases here with 2 down. This will be pitch number 80 for Fisher Johnson. And it's lined back up the middle, a base hit. 1 run home, 2nd run will try to score. The throw to the plate is not in time. 2 runs are in. And 2 out hitting again has buoyed the Black Stockings so far this evening. 2-run single, and it's 8-5 Casselton.
Number 12, center fielder, Colton Crochet.
Lindstrom a 2-run single, and that's going to be it for Fisher Johnson on the mound. It's Kegley scoring, Kraft scoring as well. Peterson at second, and that'll be it for Fisher Johnson. So we'll have pitching change and a break in the action. But my goodness, more 2-out hits. That is 5 runs, 5 of the 8 that have scored on 2-out base hits for the Black Stockings so far this evening. So 5 in, 2 on, and they will bat around with Crochet, the 10th batter of the inning. Will get his turn here for Casselton, and a new pitcher on for Kindred. That'll be Gronwald that'll come on to pitch for the Vikings. So pitching change, break in the action. 5 in for the Black Stockings, back in 4th game. It is an 8-5 Casselton lead. Pitching change, break of the action. We'll be right back.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Kindred Express Lane is a friendly, locally owned convenience store open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Kindred Express Lane is located at 220 First Avenue South across the street from the baseball and football field, just 3 inches away from Highway 15 in Kindred. While you're fueling up, be sure and grab a snack and a cold beverage for the road. Kindred Express Lane wishes the Kindred Post 117 Vikings the best of luck. Go Vikings!
Ball one to Crochet. Gronwald on to pitch. It is a straight switch. Caught on and missed. 1-1. Runners at second and first. 5 in for Casselton as they have swiped the lead back. 8-5 here in the top of the fourth inning. Fisher Johnson now at shortstop for the Vikings. Pop foul out of play. Fisher Johnson 3 2/3 innings. 8 hits. So far, 8 runs, 5 earned. He walked 1, struck out 5, and hit 3 while he was in there. Swing and a miss. Got him there and a strikeout. And the side retired. So he comes in, gets the strikeout, strands a pair. And the inning comes to a close, but a 5-spot in the fourth for the Black Stockings and an 8-5 advantage. 8-5 your score. We'll take a break. Be back with more in just a moment on Magnitude.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Ball one, then ball two. Tyler Gronwald. Gronwald, Sawyer Hess, Luke Starcevic to face Keegan Peterson. Works with 66 pitches, his total to this point. Called strike, 2-1. 7 hits for the Vikings so far as Gronwald grounded to short. Bases loaded walk, good for a run back in the second inning. Strike 2 called. Peterson had a 1-2-3 first. Gave up 4 in the second. Got nicked for a run in the third. It stranded a couple of base runners on, thanks in part to a great catch out in left field. There's strike 3 called. Gronwald caught looking. 4 strikeout for him now. One away for Sawyer Hess. Popped to third and struck out. Hard hit ball through the hole, base hit. Turns one around and a base hit to left field. That's hit number 8 now for the Vikings. Each team 8 hits. Fisher Johnson 3 2/3 innings. 8 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned. He walked 1, hit 3, struck out 5. Starcevic digs in. Throw to first and the runner back. Walk scored in the second. Line drive to short in his last at bat. Nick Eggman with the signs over in the third base coaching box for this Kindred Babe Ruth team. Mid-Cass League, District 7. Runner goes, pitch is a strike. Lewis has thrown to second there. They got him. Out number 2 and a strike by Lewis. 2-4 in the caught stealing.
Gotta watch the pitcher.
1 strike now to Starcevic. Lewis was close to throwing out a runner earlier.
Call it right.
And it's 0-1. And the delivery. Low and away, 1-1 the count. Bottom of the fourth inning. Back and forth affairs. A couple of lead changes already. Lined at foul on the right field line. 1-2 the count. So this will be the final matchup of the regular season. And next meeting would be with a lot more at stake if it happens. And odds are good that it might. 1-2. That one bounces away. Got a breaking pitch and miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Peterson, 8 hits, 5 runs. He's walked 2, hit 1, 4 strikeouts so far. 74 pitches, just 41 strikes, however, for him. In the air to right, playable in a couple of steps is Osmondstead, and the one-handed catch. He faces the minimum 3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. So the side retired. 1 hit, base runner was gunned down trying to steal. Black Stockings with an 8-5 lead as we head to the 5th. We'll be right back.
Cheyenne Septic Service is your go-to for residential and commercial pumping of your septic and holding tanks. Plus, they provide pre-sale real estate pumping and inspection. Don't buy a new home or sell your current home without it. Cheyenne Septic Service is always on call 24/7 for any emergency services that may be required at your home or business. Call 701-317-2756. Cheyenne Septic Service, a local business in Leonard, North Dakota.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
Called a shutdown inning for Keegan Peterson and Casselton, but a game like this, if you can put up a goose egg anywhere, especially in the middle innings, you'll take it. 8-5 Black Stockings with the lead. Gronwald in his first full inning of work, as it will be Parker Wixo to lead things off here against Gronwald. First pitch swinging again, and he drives one into right center and down for a base hit. He's been aggressive early in counts, and solid base knock there. Wixo on for the 3rd time, 2 singles and reaching on an air. He has scored a pair of runs. Hit number 9 for the Black Stockings. That'll bring up Braden Klein. Klein struck out, got caught looking in the 2nd. Bunt single, popped up a bunt. Fisher Johnson went to play it up the first base line and slipped. Good lead at first by Wixo. He's on the move on the first pitch. It is jabbed at, bunted at, and foul for strike 1. So we get to the bottom of the order here and talk about how Kindred's bottom of the order has been productive. Klein of the 8th spot, a bunt single. Osmondstead has been on base twice on a fielder's choice and a walk. And Kegley in the 10 spot, 2 singles and 2 run-producing singles at that. Throw to first. And the runner diving back. Chipping in. Everybody's chipping in on both sides. 8-5. And the delivery by Gronwald is down low. Bunt didn't appear to be on that pitch. Doesn't mean that it's completely off, but Wasn't a suitable pitch to bunt on either. 1-1. He'll swing away. Ground ball out to second. He'll go to first on to Starcevic. As nice play there by Iverson to get it out. One away. So they get Klein, so almost acts like a sacrifice for Casselton there, and it's one down. Here's Osmondstead, fielder's choice, reached out in air, got caught stealing in the second, then walked and scored against Fisher Johnson of the fourth inning. Strike one. That's what you need from Gronwald. You just need him to start throw strikes. You don't have to get cute. Let the guys make the plays behind you. One strike and nothing, and the delivery in the dirt. That one will skip away. And on to third of the wild pitch. Will be Wixo, 1-1 to Osmondstead. Gronwald 2 1/3 innings, first meeting of the year between these teams in Casselton, June 9th. Gave up a hit, 2 walks, 2 runs, struck out 2. Hop foul out of play.
Take care of him, 5.
1-2 the count. I wondered if maybe the squeeze would be in order, but at 1-2, I think that's probably out of order at this point. Infield in. Can't afford to give up too many more here if you're the Vikings. Starting to get late here in the 5th. Popped up. Should have coaxed it out here. Gronwald off the mound and squeezes it for the second out. Had him out in front. Good piece of pitching there as Osmondstead pops up. 2 down for Kegley. There's been a thorn here. A couple of singles. RBI hits, pair of runs scored for the number 10 batter in the order for the Black Stockings. Now the pitch on the way. He is away for ball 1. Casselton led 3-0 after an inning and a half. Vikings 4 in the second, 1 in the third, and then the Black Stockings with 5 in the fourth. And here's your difference in the ball game at this point. 8-5. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Talked about, we've seen both these teams have had games where big swings and deficits where they've had big leads and or big deficits and come back either way. At this level, there's never enough runs. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I was talking with Nick Eggman before the game. He was talking about the game here with Valley City where Kindred won 16-11, but they had a big lead in that one, 10-4, and they needed all the runs that they could get. Foul off the catcher's mask in 2-2, where they had a 10-4 lead, and a couple of innings later it was 10-10. You just never know. I said sometimes the smallest of things can get the ball rolling. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at third. And 2 away here in the 5th. Full count. Everson back to the top of the order on deck, but 2 down here in the inning. Got him. A strikeout.
My boy Tyler.
Nice job there by Tyler Gronwald. It's a strikeout, his second strikeout. Strands that runner at third. And the side retired. Leadoff single from Wixo, no runs, a hit. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left on through 4.5. It remains Casselton on top, 8-5. We'll be back in just a moment.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow.
First pitch swinging, ground ball deep in the hole. It's short, and Graham Hess has a base hit. It's a deep short. Everson couldn't come up with it cleanly, but even if he does, I don't think he's going to get him. So Hess has a hit. Graham Hess, 2 for 3. That'll bring up Getty. Go to first and the runner back. So leadoff man is on. Hit number 9 now for Kindred. Getty's had a nice game at the plate. Bunt single in the second, then a 2-strike single to left center. Go to first and the runner back. 76 pitches the count now for Keegan Peterson as he works in the 5th. Lindstrom in a couple of steps at third to the set. Pauses and pitches. Runner goes. They've got him caught between first and second as Klein runs him back towards second base. Kegley on to Peterson. Heading back is Hess. Flips it. As faking on the throw. Now the catcher, Lewis, going to try and chase him down, and they got the tag for the out. Pitch was not a pitch they could really bunt on. And the runner got hung out to dry. And hung on in the hot box as long as they could, and he's out. Goes 2-3 as Lewis started it and ended up finishing it. 2-3-4, 6-2. Actually, I think it was the pitcher as well as Getty into right center field, diving and unable to get it. That gets past Crochet, and that's going into deep right center field. Getty at second, he will put on the brakes with a double. Third hit for Getty. First extra base hit for Kindred is going on the dive was Colton Crochet. Couldn't get it as that one came to rest in deep right center field after they lost a base runner on the base pass. 2-3-4-1-6-2, I think was how that'll finish on the pickoff. Here's a drive into left center field. That is down for a base hit. Crochet trying to cut it off. Runner rounding third stumbles and will have to hold up at third. Meantime, Bernier will take second on the throw. 3 hits in the inning and has not produced a run yet. Getty was rounding third, stumbled. I think if he hadn't have stumbled, he would have probably scored on that. But he held up at third. 3 hits in the inning. Here's Whipple. Infield will come in now for the Blackstockings. And the delivery. That's line to first, caught by Klein. They're going to throw back to third, and there's a double play to end the inning. Klein 3-5 on the double play. The Vikings hit some balls hard. 3 hits in the inning. 1 caught in a rundown, and another one doubled off, and 3 hits does not lead to a run in the 5th. A huge double play there. The lead still 3. 8-5 in favor of the Blackstockings. We handle the 6th. We'll be back in a moment.
MLGC story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a 4th-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
nobody said this game was fair. Kindred hit 4 very well-hit balls in the inning, 3 for hits. But one getting caught, base runner getting caught in a rundown, and a line drive double play, and an escaped act by Peterson there, and it's ball 1 to Jack Everson. Top of the order here for the Black Stockings.
Tyler, go get him.
Ronwold had a nice 5th inning. Gave up a single to Wixo, but able to strand him at 3rd last inning. 8-5. And 2-0 the count. Now to Jack Everson at the top of the order for the Black Stockings. 1 for 3, a single back in the 2nd inning. First meeting between these two teams. There's a strike to Everson. Tries to come back in the count. Gronwald, 2-1. Jack Everson walked twice. Pair of runs scored back on June the 9th. There's a line drive. Past 3rd into left for a base hit.
Single for Everson, singles.
Just out of the reach of Sawyer Hess at 3rd. Hit number 10 now for Casselton, Grayson Lewis. It's reach base on a hit batsman. Single in the 2nd. And an error in the 4th. And he's first pitch swinging. Out to Johnson at short to 2nd for 1. They may have a chance for 2. Throw to first, not in time. Starcevic unable to knock it down, but Lewis will stay put at first base. So they get it out. 1 down. So fielder's choice, runner at first. Good job there to get the lead base runner by Fisher Johnson. We'll call on Kraft to run for Lewis at first base. Gronwald, very economical, 24 pitches. Got the final out of the 4th in relief of Fisher Johnson. He's scoreless 5th. He's gotten 5 outs so far. Keegan Peterson hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance, 0 for 2 in the game. Throw back to first. Close play. Ball not held by Starcevic at first. Has rolled a few feet away and able to chase it down.
Get your feet moving on that, Cars.
Peterson had 3 runs scored. Runner goes. The pitch hit the plate. Bouncing away from Graham Hess and on to 2nd. Stolen base for Kraft. He went headlong into 2nd as that pitch hit home plate right on the button and bounced away. So the Black Stockings, a 1-0 count to Peterson. Pop foul out of play. 1-1. So hits for the Black Stockings. Everson 2. Lewis with 1. Lindstrom 1. That was a big 2-run single to cap off that 4th inning rally. Mentioned the bottom of the order. Brody Kegley a couple of hits. That missed inside, and it's 2-1. Other games tonight. Kindred B team lost 3-2 to Gardner. That is pulled foul on the left field line, and 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Gardner got 3 in the bottom of the 5th for a 3-2 win over the Kindred B team. Gardner essentially the Northern Cass squad, and they're into the 2nd game, the non-counter, and Gardner leads 2-0 in the 2nd inning of that game. To 3rd, trying to backhand it. The ball gets by Sawyer Heston into left field. Runner to 3rd. And Keegan Peterson will reach. That'll be an error. 4th Kindred error. That's charged to Hess at 3rd.
Number 10, left fielder, Easton Holland.
So that will get Kraft to 3rd. Runners on the corners for Easton Holland.
Want the next one now. Head up, wants the next one. Here we go.
8-5 your score. Holland has singled and struck out twice. And the pitch popped up here, might be playable. Hess, foul ground, near the Casselton dugout, makes the catch. Huge out there, nicely done. Got him out in front. Graham Hess had room to make the grab. 2 down. And here's Cade Lindstrom. We talked about earlier, 5 of the 8 Blackstocking runs have come on 2-out base hits. Cade Lindstrom had one of them, a 2-run, 2-out single, which finished off a 5-run 4th inning. Runners on the edges, ground ball to third. Hess gets another chance, knocks it down, bobbles it, has time on to first. Starcevic cannot handle the throw at first. A run is in, everybody is safe, and it's now 9-5 Casselton. Error on the throw. He bobbled it but had time. He didn't panic. Throw came to first, kind of an in-between hop to Starcevic. The error on the throw, no run batted in. And that one pulled foul. Strike one to Colton Cruchet. So Kraft scoring. Peterson is at second. That more than likely will be an unearned run here for Casselton. And getting late, that run looks real large at this point. Here's the 0-1. Dribble to the right side. Starcevic will take it to the bag himself for the out, and that will end the inning. So Cruchet now 0 for 4 after the ground ball out. And that'll do it as they get a run, does Casselton, and a 2-out error. Couple of errors in the inning and 1 base hit. They have a 9-5 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th here at Kindred. Midcast Babe Ruth Baseball continues in just a moment.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a 4th-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light. For your remodeling and service needs on residential or commercial water heaters, sewers, drain cleaning, floor heating, and more, contact DJ's Plumbing and Heating in Casselton. The team at DJ's Plumbing and Heating has over 43 years of experience and is an officially licensed master plumber. DJ's Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call today at 701-347-5253 or visit them in person at 1002 Front Street in Casselton.
Strike one to Brady Baumgarten. Peterson, 81 pitches as he works in the 6th. Ground ball, deep short. Everson will have a chance. Satz throws on to first. Throw is wide, gets away. Wide of Klein. And off the sidewall, did it go into the dugout or not? As Baumgarten will reach. Will he get an extra base? No, just one. Infield hit. So Baumgarten has his second hit. And he will go to second, so he will get second. Okay, so it did. Ball was out of play, so you got to add an error to that infield single and then an error on the throw. Got to put the error to get that runner to second. Justify that extra base. Swing and a miss by Fisher Johnson. And strike one. So an infield hit gets him first, an error to second. Second error for the Blackstockings. The 1-strike pitch. Swinging a foul back, 2 strikes. Fisher Johnson flying to left in his last at bat. He's 0 for 3. Started on the mound, now at shortstop for the Vikings. In the hole at 2 strikes. And here it comes. Line drive, caught it short, and another double play. 2 down. My word, they have hit into bad luck tonight. 2 line drive outs in the last 2 innings have turned into double plays. you didn't have bad luck, you wouldn't have any at all. An unassisted double play there. Everson stepping on second to complete the twin killing. 2 down, and ball 1 to Gronwald. The last couple of innings, the Vikings they've barreled up some balls. More than their share of solid contact, but nothing to show for it. Peterson deals, foul tip, and not held. 1-1 the count. Gronwald 0 for 2 of the walk. Twelve hits for Kindred, 10 for the Black Stockings. Had the plate but missed low, 2-1. But just in the last inning and 2/3 alone, 4 hits and not a run. Fouled away. Deuces Wild now at 2-2 in the last of the 6th. A little over an hour and a half into this one. We started just before, a minute before 6 p.m. A perfect summer night here in rural Cass County. Tap foul. But 2 old rivals. It doesn't matter what it is. Casselton and Kindred and, just about anything. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Black Stockings trying to remain unbeaten. Got Hankinson and Northern Cass on the schedule this week. Up high. Kindred goes to Enderlin later in the week. To Hendrickson Field, now full count. .91 pitches so far for Peterson. He has walked 2. Popped up here. Out back of second. Kegley still backpedaling and drops the ball. Second error of the inning. And the Vikings trying to start it up again. 2 out base runner. So the Black Stockings give them an extra out, and we'll see if the Vikings can try and take advantage with 2 out. Sawyer Hess. 1 for 3. He was out trying to steal. Lewis gunned him down back in the 4th. On that pitch and fouls it back. 1 strike. Again, this is one of those little things that could maybe start a rally, and that's what the Vikings certainly hoping for, because they're running out of outs here in the 6th. And the pitch. And it's kind of twofold, especially now in the pitch count, Aaron, especially at this level of play. On an out that should have, could have been made, that means your pitcher's got to throw a few more pitches. Pitch count climbs a little bit. Base hit, left center field. Holland cuts it off. Gronwald to second. And here come the Vikings again. 2 on, 2 out. And that'll bring up Starcevic. And that will bring out Mark Rowe for a visit. So Starcevic 0 for 2 of the walk in 95 pitches. And is that going to be it for Peterson? I believe it will be, but we'll see. Yep, that's going to be it for Peterson. They will bring on Jack Everson to pitch now. So Peterson goes 5 2/3, and again, that out. They had a chance to get out of the inning. And an error, followed by a base hit. Maybe Kindred would say evening things out after they lost a runner in a line drive double play. So Jack Everson will come on and pitch now. 5 2/3 for Peterson. He can win it. He cannot lose it. Pitching change, break of the action. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. It is a 9-5 lead for the Black Stockings. Quick timeout. We'll come back in just a moment.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow.
So straight switch, Peterson to shortstop. Everson will come on and pitch. And he will face Luke Starcevic here. 2 on, 2 out, 9-5 Black Stockings. And Starcevic fouls it at the plate off the body of the batter and 1 strike. 5 2/3 for Peterson, 13 hits allowed. 5 runs. 3 of them earned. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He's on the hook for the runners at first and second. It's a ball, and it's 1-1 the count. Kindred trying to battle back here. Starcevic to left, hit well, but it is pulled and foul out of play. Close to home run distance, 1-2. All right, boys, if he straightens that out, it would it have cleared? It would have been close. Ooh. He swung at that like he was angry at it. It's 1-2. And the delivery. That is yanked foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, we were talking about earlier, that's a good piece of hitting there on 2 strikes. Doesn't have to be a pretty swing, but if you just fight it off to see another pitch. It's good hitting. 1-2. There's strike 3. Everson with a strikeout, and that's the 3rd out to end the inning. Changing speeds that time and got Starcevic looking. Kindred's turned away here in the 6th. They strand 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 9-5 in favor of the Black Stockings as we head to the 7th. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Kindred Express Lane is a friendly, locally owned convenience store open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and offers hot stuff pizza, smash hit subs, gas, diesel, and propane exchange. Kindred Express Lane is located at 220 First Avenue South across the street from the baseball and football field, just 3 inches away from Highway 15 in Kindred. While you're fueling up, be sure and grab a snack and a cold beverage for the road. Kindred Express Lane wishes the Kindred Post 117 Vikings the best of luck. Go Vikings!
Top of the 7th. Black Stockings a 9-5 lead. Ball 1. The leadoff batter, Parker Wixo. Seemed like he's let off a couple of times in innings. And takes ball 1 here, and he's jumped on a lot of first pitches tonight as well. Went foul. I think that went into the Kindred dugout straight down. Sounded like it anyway. 1-1. Wixo, 2 singles and has reached on an air. A pair of runs scored for the Black Stockings. You see the totals, 9 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors. Ground ball back to the mound. It's speared by Gronwald. And 1 out. Braden Klein, the batter. One for 3, bunt single, and a run scored back in the 4th. Lone time that he has been on base tonight. Kindred in the bottom of the 7th will have Graham Hess, Carson Getty, and Max Bernier, the scheduled hitters. Pulled to left, hit well and deep, but playable, and caught in left. Getty flags that down, first pitch swinging, and 2 down. Gronwald's been really efficient. 38 pitches in 3 innings, and he has calmed the waters down. Nicked for a run in the 6th, an unearned run. Osmondstead 1 for 3 tonight. And ball 1 here. Not quite the dramatic comeback, but Casselton 5 in the 4th. Popped up here will be playable. Left side, who wants it? Fisher Johnson taking charge and puts that one away. And a quick and painless inning. 1, 2, 3 inning is Gronwald. No problem there in the top of the 7th, setting down the haymakers. Last straps here for Kindred. They trail 9-5. We'll be right back.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein and List E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein and List E3 soybeans have yield.
Kindred Storage provides secure and affordable storage 24 hours a day. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure safe and easy access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for availability, unit pricing, and more information. Kindred Storage. You can find them online at kindredstorage.com. You can also find them on the north side of the airport in the city of Kindred.
Hess will start things off in the bottom of the 7th. Jack Everson delivers ball 1. He did come in a save situation as tying run was on deck. He got that final out, getting Starcevic. Popped up here. Klein may have room. He does foul ground and makes the catch for the out. So Graham Hess now 2 for 4. Foul pop, 1 down here in the last of the 7th. And that'll bring up Carson Getty, who's had a real nice game at the plate with 2 singles and a double. Everson deals. Strike 1. 3 of the 13 hits for Kindred. They certainly have had their chances. Into some bad luck. Ground ball that crawls up the arm of Klein and will come to rest in shallow right. Getty's on. Error charge to the first baseman. 4th error. And a 1-out base runner. So Getty on for the 4th time. Now 3 for 4. Max Bernier. 2 singles, 2 runs batted in. So far this evening. Chopper, past Everson out to short. Peterson 1 play to first. Got to hurry, and he beat it. Max Bernier legs it out, an infield hit. Any way possible, right? And he legs one out. Infield hit, 14th hit for Kindred. And they're not going away quietly. Whipple, who lined into a double play in his last at bat, a rope to first. Klein stabbed it, went across the diamond to complete the double play. Ball one here.
Freeze on the line drive now.
Kindred has hit into 2 double plays earlier this evening. And the pitch. Out in front of that and pulled his head and pulled it foul. 1-1 to Whipple. Hit by a pitch in the second. Singled in the third. And that line drive double play in the fifth.
Make it go through.
Everson deals. Swing and a miss. That one fell off the table, and it's 1-2.
Hey, forget that one. Put it in play now.
Kindred's left 9 on base. A couple of base runners erased on the base paths, and a caught stealing and a pickoff. Pulled foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just 1 loss between the 2 teams. That was a head-to-head matchup, a 12-11 win by the Black Stockings earlier in the month. 1-2. Trying to go down to the zone again to see if he can get him to chase, and Whipple with a nice take. 2-2 with Brady Baumgarten on deck. 2-2 pitch. Popped up, foul. That will land just in front of the Casselton dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A Black Stockings win, you wouldn't say would lock up the 1 seed for the District 7 playoffs, but it would really put them in a good position. They'd have tiebreaker head-to-head with 2 wins over Kindred. Or if a Kindred rally here could tighten that race. 2-2. Pop foul again. On both sides. Guys just fighting off pitches on 2 strikes and just battling. Love to see that. Major leaguers could learn a lesson on that from time to time. Shot over third. That is a foul ball. Foul ball. Nick Eggman thought it was fair. He thought he saw Chuck kick up and
You're good. Good hit, 2-1.
just missed it. That would have been a run, and probably just a run only, but missed it by inches.
Put it in play again, 21. Put it in play.
2-2 to Whipple. And that was close. Everson deals. That is line just out of the reach of Klein. It will land in foul territory, and we will try it once more. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Carson, too. Carson's got a big lead, and he's moving towards third on everything.
Crowd comes to life here a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Set, pitch,
Good battle.
and
Good
foul
battle.
to the plate. Still 2-2.
Be smart now, Carson. Little shorter lead. Freeze on the...
They're lengthy at bat here. 2-2. Line drive, right field. Osmondstead makes the catch. Shot number 2. Came in a couple of steps, went back 1. And hauled it in. Good at bat by Whipple, but 1 by Everson, 2 down. That was a good plate appearance. Here's Baumgarten.
On the bases, 10. Hey, kid. Hey, babe.
Baumgarten 2 singles from the 9 spot in the order, and Kindred just wants him to keep this game alive and get it back to the top of the order. Get the tying run to the plate. Hit to third, and gets past the third baseman. Played by Peterson at deep short, and that will load it up. So Baumgarten reaches. Base hit. It'll be a hit for Baumgarten. That'll load him up. Getty to third, Bernier to second. So they get the tying run on. Fisher Johnson.
Leave it out there and up.
Ball 1.
Now we got 2. Now we're flying.
He lined to short into a double play in his last at bat. 15 hits now for Kindred. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and a strike.
Drive one. Wait on it. Don't slow down the bat.
That's a drive into center. Crochet there, reaches up and he drops it. He drops the ball and it goes all the way to the wall in right center field. It's going to score 3 runs, and it's 9-8, and the tying runs at second. Oh my goodness. It looked like a can of corn. Did 2 score on that? 2 or 3? It was 2. 2 on that. So 2-run score. So 9-7. It is an error. So 2 score on that. Baumgarten gets to third. It scores Getty and Bernier. The tying runs are both in scoring position now. And Mark Rowe out to basically talk to his team, and they said, I think it's just, all right, that happened, we shake it off. Ball was there, and it just wasn't handled. It's simple as that. So Tyler Gronwald, the batter. 2 out. Settle the pitch. Hop foul out of play and 1 strike. So 2 base here, no runs batted in on that. So Baumgarten's at third. Johnson at second. Gronwald. Then a nice job in relief. Fisher Johnson to the mound is 0 for 3. Bases loaded walk, knocked home a run in the second. Low and away, 1-1 the count. And maybe a base hit somewhere could even the game. Down low, 2-1 the count. If Gronwald would reach, Sawyer Hess would hit. And the delivery, low, 3-1 the count. And you can tell Casselton, I'd say a little bit rattled, but they're thinking about it a little bit. Be hard not to. 3-1. Chopper to short. Peterson charges. Fields cleanly. On to first. Got him to end it. Everson bears down. Gets Gronwald to end it. And 2 in the inning, and they strand the tying runs on. And it was a wild finish, to say the least. Kindred battling to the final out. Got 2 and left the tying runs in scoring position to end it. There you see the final totals in this one. It's a 9-7 Casselton win. The Black Stockings remain unbeaten. Stay tuned. We'll come back with more in just a moment.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving. 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
For your remodeling and service needs on residential or commercial water heaters, sewers, drain cleaning, floor heating, and more, contact DJ's Plumbing and Heating in Casselton. The team at DJ's Plumbing and Heating has over 43 years of experience and is an officially licensed master plumber. DJ's Plumbing and Heating. Give them a call today at 701-347-5253 or visit them in person at 1002 Front Street in Casselton.
Tolls. (9-7) your final score, and it had a little bit of everything. A little drama there at the end as the couple of errors for the Blackstockings, including one that looked like was going to be the final out. Mishandled out in center by Crochet. 2 runs scoring on the play, but it got the tying runs to second and third. But Mark Rowe went, talked to his team, just tried to settle down his team, and Everson able to coax a ground ball out at a ground wall to end it. And boy, 2 tight games, 12-11 and 9-7. And if there is round 3 come playoff time in a couple of weeks, and I think nobody would be surprised if that happened. We'll see what that leads to. 9-7 your final here. There you see the final totals: 9 runs, 10 hits, 5 errors for the Blackstockings. Game played in just a little under 2 hours tonight. 7 runs, 15 hits, 5 errors for Kindred. Keegan Peterson, the winning pitcher, 5 2/3 innings, scattered 13 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, picks up the win. It is a save for Jack Everson, an inning and a third, 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, and a strikeout. Fisher Johnson, the losing pitcher for the Vikings tonight, 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, hit 3, walked 1, 5 strikeouts. Tyler Gronwald did an excellent job in relief. 3 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 unearned run, and a pair of strikeouts. As Casselton 2-out hitting was really key early on. 2-out hit by Easton Howland in the first, got them a run. Brody Kegley an RBI single, likewise Grayson Lewis in the second. Kindred came back with 4 runs in the bottom of the second inning as Max Bernier infield hit an RBI, run scored on an error. Baumgarten an RBI single, bases loaded, walked by Gronwald. They had a 4-3 lead, added 1 more in the third. RBI single by Bernier, and then Casselton 5 in the fourth. Capped off by a 2-out, 2-run single from Cade Lindstrom that gave them the lead for good. Kindred lined into 2 double plays in the game. You go back to the 5th, down 8-5. He had 3 hits in the inning. Graham Hess led off with a single. With Carson Getty at the plate, Hess got caught in a rundown, which was started by the catcher Lewis, and they eventually tagged him out between first and second for the first out. Getty doubled, then Bernier singled to get him to third, and then Gabe Whipple at a line drive that was caught at first by Klein. He doubled off the runner at third. They had 4 balls right of the screws and had nothing to show for it in the 5th. And history started to repeat itself in the 6th. Baumgarten singled. Got second on an errant throw. And then Fisher Johnson lined into a double play for 2 outs. Then Gronwald reached on an error. Sawyer Hess singled, and that was the end of the line for Keegan Peterson. Everson striking out Starcevic to end things in the 6th, and then in the 7th, After Graham Hess popped up for the first out, Carson Getty reached on an error. Bernier singled. Gabe Whipple on a good at bat. Everson got him on a fly ball to right for the second out. Baumgarten singled. And that brought up Fisher Johnson as the tying run on a fly ball to center that looked like was ready to handle it was Colton Cruchet with thought for the final out, but the ball dropped. 2 runs scored to make it 9-7, and Kindred was looking for one more hit, one more base runner perhaps to tie it. Gronwald grounding out to short to end the ball game, 9-7, your final score. You can see how you can follow Magnitude Sports, magnitudesn.com for the schedule, also via YouTube and their social media channels, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. There's the schedule. As you can see, we're really thick into it now with a lot of baseball. Tomorrow night, Post 400 Stars in West Fargo over at Young Field in West Fargo. That's a full day of baseball as all the West Fargo teams are facing the Post 400 teams. So you've got the Astros and the Vets, I believe, tomorrow over at Starion. And then they've got some games in the afternoon over at Young Field. And then the highlight with the Patriots and the Stars. As you see, the Kindred Post 17 Vikings will take on the Post 400 Astros here in Kindred on Wednesday night. Should be 2 good games there. The Astros sweeping Casselton last night. And there you see more games to come through the weekend, including some games from the Pete, the Jim Peterson Classic, which will be played throughout Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo. So big thanks for you folks tuning in tonight. Thanks to Jack and the crew running the camera. Certainly hope you enjoyed it. It was definitely a fun game. 2 very good clubs with the Black Stockings and the Vikings. There you see your final. Black Stockings win it by a score of 9-7. I'm Brad Anderson. Have a great night. See you next time around on Magnitude Sports.
Preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.